There was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run. Then the wild, majestic mountains stood alone against the sun. Long before the white man and long before the wheel, when the green, dark forest was too silent to be real.
It's a great day. Today is day 49 on the PCT. Day 47 was a Nero, did 6 miles coming off the summit there down to the Echo Summit trailhead where my wife picked me up. She had a dozen donuts and a carrot cake in the van waiting for me. She said I look like one of those SPCA rescue dogs. And so day 48 was a full 0 in Tahoe, fattening up. Felt real good. I'm feeling rested. And then today's day 49 on the PCT. So why today is special? Today we hiking by Echo Lake. Very pretty, just southwest of Lake Tahoe. And then we'll be heading up and walking through Desolation Wilderness. One of my favorite places to hike, and where I originally fell in love with the Pacific Crest Trail back in the early 1980s. So today's a special day. It's going to be a great one. This is Echo Lake. Walking around it, heading up towards Desolation Wilderness. Since we're coming up on the 4th of July weekend, I expect I'll see a lot of backpackers. This is Lake Aloha in Desolation Wilderness. It is arguably the prettiest lake along the Pacific Crest Trail. It definitely has my vote. This little lake between Lake Aloha and Dick's Pass in Desolation Wilderness. It's very pretty. Hey, below me is Half Moon Lake. It's got some real pretty mountains surrounding it. And then right over here, partially obscured by the trees, is Dick's Pass. That's where I'm heading. Just a little ways more to the top of Dick's Pass, but looks like there's some scrub trees over there, so wanted to get it view from here. It's really pretty. Got some weekend hikers coming up here, but this is all looking south. Very nice. And then this is looking north, where I'm headed. All good. Really pretty. It's day 50 on the Pacific Crest Trail. To wrap up day 49, I wound up hiking only 22 miles. The scenery between Echo Lake, going around to Lake Aloha, Gilmore Lake, Susie Lake, and then up to Dick's Pass. It's very pretty, but because of the terrain that makes that scenery so pretty, the trail's actually pretty crappy, and it makes walking slow going. So I was only able to do 22 miles yesterday. I saw more backpackers yesterday than I have seen on any one day on my entire trip thus far. Just a lot of people going in and out of Desolation Wilderness. And the number of women backpackers to men backpackers, the ratio was probably 2 to 1. So good on you, ladies. You know how to have fun. Even where I camped, most people camp around the lakes. That's where it's real pretty. Unfortunately, that's also where the bears like to frequent to try to steal backpacker food. So I chose a site that was what I thought was going to be completely alone and isolated. And lo and behold, when I get there, there's 7 other tents. There was an entire Japanese tourism backpacking group that occupied that site. So really nice people, but a little crowded. It was the most people I've camped with since I've started. So now I'm out at Desolation Wilderness. This is day 50. Walked out this morning. Today on the agenda, going by. Be able to look at Lake Tahoe, going to get a view of that. And then we're also going to be able to walk through the Alpine Meadows ski resort and Squaw Valley ski resort. And so we're still making our way along the western side of Lake Tahoe. The Tahoe Rim Trail and the PCT are the same trail along the western side, so you see the signs for both of them as we go along. It's going to be a great day. This is the Alpine Meadows ski area right here below me. In fact, the run right here is called Wolverine Bowl, Black Diamond. And over here on the right, you can see where the ski lift comes up, goes around these rocks, and then up over there. And then I guess you ski down here and then down into down there. This is Squaw Valley Ski Resort in front of us. And in the background, you can see the northern side of Lake Tahoe. The trail goes right up underneath one of the Squaw Valley ski lifts. Pretty cool. So I just wanted to close out day 50 on the PCT. I wound up hiking 31 miles that day, and to me that just goes to show how the quality of the trail can influence mileage to a great extent. For day 49 and day 50, I expended the same amount of energy, same amount of time. But on day 49, the trail was lousy most of the day. I had to go slower, think about where I was going to put my feet, and I was only able to do 22 miles. On day 50, for most of the day, not all, but for most of the day, it was a good trail. I could stretch out my stride, and I covered 31 miles. And so sometimes it's not the body, it's not anything else. It's just the quality of the trail that determines how far you're going to go. So, and to understand how a thru-hiker thinks, all the mileage on day 49 and day 50 was all geared towards me being able to make my date on day 51 with a cheeseburger. But that's for the following episode, and I'll see you next time.
There was a time